Finally. Yeah. What can I say? That's it. Humbleness, self-honesty. It's funny, I remember a time when when I go out and do a 26 mile or 27 mile on a Saturday, and the next day, I couldn't even barely move my body. Barely can do a mile, let alone run the same amount, like a marathon one day, then come out the next day and do another one. Just get me. And those days, the reason why I wasn't able to do it was because I was not honest with myself. Self-honesty. And I like that blue sky behind me. Self-honesty is so important. Because I used to think, oh yeah, like literally just lie to myself. And the thing about pushing your body beyond this limit, you have to be humble. You really have to practice self-honesty. And I'm saying this because I see a lot of people that ask me questions about wanting to run a marathon, what it takes to do a marathon one day and the next morning. It's plain simple. Self-honesty. If you are not practicing self-honesty, be real with yourself. You can't do this. You forget it. And it's just like everything in life. You gotta be honest with yourself. You gotta realize you're always going to be a student. Yeah, you can teach some, but there's a balance. There's a time to be a teacher, and there's a time to be a student. Self-honesty, man. I can't even explain how I feel when I'm doing this. It's beyond my own imagination. But it's just something that I just love it. I've done it for years. And I just love this biscuit. Even when I had setbacks. As you can see, the sun is out. Like literally, I take my feet. I take my time on my feet when I'm doing this. I would stop like every 10 miles, stretch my body, and think about why I'm actually out here. I'm not trying to get in shape. But when I'm out here, it allows me to think, just think, period. What's the point? And a lot of time, I find that point in being humble to myself. And when I'm humble, and accept me for who I am, I'm cool. So I'm amazed at this thing. It blew me away. I just love it. It is the only thing that stick with me. Everything else disappeared. Everything else disappeared. But to come out here and just be in nature, it's always gonna stay with me until the day I leave this body. So that's why I love doing this biscuit. I'm not trying to get in shape, no. It's just this raise the level of consciousness that people talk about. This, the yoga, the breathing, especially breathing into the body. Because it blew me away how I could run that much one day and come out the next day and still be able to do it again. Gotta be humble with yourself, man. We lie to ourselves so much we don't even realize it. Some of us can see it because we're clairvoyant. We can see. We all have that thing inside of us. And a lot of time, the only way to be humble with yourself, you gotta watch what you put in your body and watch what type of liquid that you put in your mouth. Oh yeah, you could pretend. That's why I love this thing called money. Because it allows us to hide behind our shadows. But the wealth that comes from this little heart right here, you can't buy it. You have to get out in nature, breathe in the body, and look at the sun in the eye to find it. Like I always say, without this sun, you can forget everything. If this thing stops shining, we are in biscuit trouble. So that sun is a lot more powerful than we know. So self-honesty. I hear people talk about, consciousness and all that monkeyness. No. That biscuit means discipline. To be spiritually disciplined, I can't even explain it. You have to want it. It is not something that you could do half and half. Sometimes it could mean losing everything that makes you who you are, especially your material possessions. So at that moment, that's when you realize who you really are is inside of you. Self-honesty. That's the emotion of today. Self-honesty. Morning, sir. Good dog. How you doing? Have a good day.
You too.
Self-honesty, man. You're not honest with yourself, lie to yourself, you cannot push your body, period. You gotta be honest with yourself. You can show off to other people, but you cannot show off to yourself. You can pretend to other people, but you cannot pretend to yourself. So self-honesty, self-love. When you're honest with yourself, your journey will become your own journey. Even if it doesn't yield material wealth for you. But when you're not yourself, you look at other people's clock. It's funny, I'm beyond shame right now. Nothing really fade me. I laugh at myself. The foolishness that I used to take serious. Now I just look at it. It's hilarious how I let it even bother me. So that's why I come out here and do this. Self-honesty. Self-honesty will allow you to push your body. I admire a lot of people, especially the ones running marathons, the 26 miles. But the science behind it is humbleness. If you're not humble, you will never be able to pass that 26 miles or complete it in peace. In order for you to complete the marathon, the 26 miles, you gotta learn humbleness. It is not your speed walk. It is not how you eat. It's right here. And I've proven it. Because yesterday, getting up on the Saturday and run 27 miles for a warm-up, there's nothing now. Just jog 27 miles. You come out and do another 32 or 40. It's all boils down to one thing. Breathe into your body. Take a yoga class. If you practice yoga every single day and meditate every single day, you will see a change in your thinking. Let me just say, for 2 months straight, watch what you eat, watch what you drink, get up in the morning, practice yoga every day and meditate every day, and you will see a change in your thinking. I'm not saying you're going to be wealthy, but your thinking will change. So let me go ahead and finish this easy. I think I might do like 35 or 34 miles today. Within 30 and 34, because I'm building up this Sunday one. I actually eventually want to get up to 50. It's been a challenge, especially since I've been running so much. And so I can't wait to be able to do my 50 mile again on this Sunday. So now I'm building up. So I'll probably do like 34, 35 miles today. But like I always say, take a yoga class. Breathe into the body. I already proved it. I did 26 miles yesterday, 27 miles like it's nothing. Why? I stretch every day. I'm not even in shape right now. I got hit by a car a couple of years ago. I'm just building up my body. I'm not literally in shape right now. You know, this thing is taking me longer than it usually would. I'm not in shape right now. But the mind and humbleness, I'm able to move the body slowly to build it back up. Like I said, I am not in shape right now. Even though yesterday I came out here, did a 27 mile, and today I'm going to do a 30-something miles. I am not in shape. Thank you. Thank you. We are kings. And when you're a king, you can do anything. This is it right here. Yeah. When you become humble, 26 miles running a marathon will be nothing. It will be a walk in the park. When you practice humbleness, mindfulness, running 26 miles will become walking in the park. And there's also an issue. If you are from the age of 18 to like 70 and you cannot walk 3-4 miles a day, that's not a good sign. My grandmother was in her 80s and they walk everywhere. Everywhere, and I'm talking about miles too. In their 80s, they walk everywhere. They even walk to church, some of them that goes to church. And some of them walk miles to their temple. You know, and I'm talking about not just 2 miles, I'm talking about 4 miles to the temple and 4 miles back to their house. That's how they do it. So, take a yoga class. Breathe into your body. See your animals do it every morning. Take a yoga class. Trust me. Take a yoga class. Breathe into the body. This is the new era. Be open-minded. Don't be afraid to challenge what you've been taught from when you were little. Don't be afraid to challenge your spiritual beliefs. Take a yoga class. Breathe into the body. One love.